The Nintendo Switch, without a doubt, has been the top dog in the gaming industry for years now. But with recent releases like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 highlighting the rather dated tech within the console, let's make a pitch for Nintendo to make an upgrade. Up next. What up, guys? This is Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Also, thank you to each and every one of you. We hit 100 subscribers. It's a number I really didn't think I'd reach so soon, but thank you to each and every one of you. So we are 6 years into the Switch's life cycle, and like I mentioned earlier, the already dated tech like the NVIDIA Tegra X1 chip in the Switch is showing it can't hang with modern gaming titles. Especially in a game like Xenoblade Chronicles, which is a game that ran at 720p and often dipped down to 30 FPS. And let's not even talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with those games' issues with clipping and character models being glitched all over the place. But who am I to mock Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because those two games alone sold 10 million units in their first few days. And even when not talking about Pokemon, NPD's latest October report states that 6 out of the 20 best-selling games in the US alone were Switch exclusives. Also, let's not forget the infamous Joy-Con drift issues that still plague the console today. And Nintendo has yet to fully address this in their consoles 5 years on the market. And as reported by Eurogamer, there was a report that claimed that even after a few months of use for the Joy-Cons, the plastic circuit boards show significant wear on the joystick sliders and contact points. This report also bashes Nintendo's return and refund policy, stating that they should provide a refund or compensation plan for anyone who can prove they bought replacement Joy-Cons since the Switch's launch in 2017. But the reasoning for this video is to highlight the fact that Switch users are clamoring for titles like Elden Ring and Modern Warfare 2 to make their way over to the Switch console. And while yes, these titles can technically be ported over to the Switch, they will certainly not be running at full power. Now, circling back to the NVIDIA Tegra X1, it released back in 2015, and by the time the Switch came out, that chip was already dated. But a newer revision in 2019 for the chip did improve efficiency by boosting battery life of the newer Switch consoles. But again, no performance boost. But that didn't stop Nintendo because they hit over 114 million consoles sold so far. But sales boomed during the early stages of the pandemic, but have since slowed down this year due to the surge of PS5 and Xbox Series X console sales. So, what would the alleged Switch Pro look like? The most technically demanding games on the Switch run at around 720p to 900p in docked mode. So a Switch that can run a game consistently at 1080p at 60 FPS would be a solid start. Support for tech like HDR and Adaptive Sync would be an awesome addition to the fold as well. Plus, with the addition of Adaptive Sync, it would allow games to smooth out gameplay at 60 FPS. And of course, with this video, it's also worth noting that Switch users aren't really a stranger to speculation ruining their hopes and dreams when it comes to the highly speculated Switch Pro. Back in 2019, 2020, and then 2021, rumors seemingly popped up month by month. Just when Nintendo fans thought they were getting their prayers finally answered, Nintendo revealed to the world the Switch OLED. But when it comes to actual upgrades to the Switch, recent Switch Pro rumors are leaning towards the Switch Pro being powered by a custom chip, being rumored the T239, which is based off of NVIDIA's Orin. But to temper expectations, Nintendo's own president, Shuntaro Furukawa, has gone on record saying that there will be no new hardware in the company's current fiscal years, which does go on to about April of 2023. So could that mean a possible aggressive timeline for a summer 2023 release window for the Switch Pro? Most likely not, but we can all dream, can't we? So with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you. What would your ideal Switch Pro include? Like, what are some of the features you want? What do you want it to look like? And should they get rid of the Joy-Cons? I don't know. I'm really over the Joy-Con drift. Also, for me, battery life is on the top of my list. Just make it run longer, because these titles are only getting bigger, and it's really going to drain battery life. Also, when revealing a new console, we do have a lineup of launch titles. So what would your launch titles be? For me, it's got to include Mario Kart. We're on Mario Kart 8 for the past I don't know how many years. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content and drop a like on the video. But I'll see you guys next time.